Whether it's interdimensional time travel or just hanging out at my local comic book shop, I got the tea on what's popping on the aftermarket. So go grab your vibe juice and meet us back here in the comic room. Let's talk about it. What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Keep It Comics. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, ring that notification bell so every time I drop, you guys will get alerted. It's the best comic book show on YouTube. You know what it is. It's good vibes only. I got my vibe juice. Stick around to the end. We're going to announce the winner of last week's giveaway. Starting off the list at number 10, we're going to talk about a hot book, beautiful cover artwork, one of our favorite modern artists, X-Men, issue number 1. This is that J. Scott Campbell masterpiece, and it's the first appearance of Paula Robbins and a new villain team whose name has not been yet exploited. So we're going to talk about this book, talk about the $5 raw copies that's just zooming off the shelves. Average price for the graded copy is $59 at the moment. This is a Strike While the Iron is Cold book. This book is currently down 13%, but J. Scott Campbell is responsible for so many fabulous covers that I see this as a buying opportunity to get your hands on one of our most prolific modern time artists. We've got 120 copies of this book that has sold so far on the market, with a high of $65 for a CGC 9.8 that sold back in January 23rd. Now, fair market value has this book rested at $5 for the raw copy in near mint condition. You're talking about remarkable artwork, a special artist who, like I said, certain artists have their own specific niche, and you could tell when you see their artwork, and this is one of those artists. So X-Men issue number 1, J. Scott Campbell masterpiece. Keep your eye on it because it's moving on the secondary market. All right, at the list at number 9, these variants set the market on fire, right? But they're starting to cool off a little bit, so now may be a good time to get yourself one without having to pay a whole bunch of money for it. On the list at number 9, going strong, let's talk about Storm, issue number 4, and this is that Matisse Marvel Rivals variant. Oh yeah, we were going crazy for this book. And remember, I shared with you last week that patience is a virtue sometimes when it comes to collecting. So don't always, think that you're missing out because you don't get your hands on a particular book. Average price for the raw copy of this book right now is $24. This book is currently down 2%, which may not appear to be a lot, but in terms of money, that could be a significant amount, right? So this book is $24 for a raw copy right now. There are no graded copies on the census at the moment because this is still fairly new book, right? But we've also had 120 sales that have taken place for this particular book. Average price, well, the all-time high for the raw copy was $45, and that took place back in January 15th of 2025. So those numbers just go to show you how hot this book was coming out the gate, right? So it's starting to cool off significantly. But Storm, issue number 4, the Matisse Marvel variant, all the game hype centered around it. It may be starting to cool off now, and if you love that cover art, you might be able to get yourself one. So keep your eye on it, because it's definitely moving on the secondary market as well. All right? Now, here's a book I don't want you guys to overpay for this book, but it's definitely a must-have for your collection. This is some Silver Age goodness, and we have to talk about Amazing Spider-Man, and this is issue number 4. Absolutely. This is the first appearance of Sandman, right? Yes, when I began watching Spider-Man, Sandman was one of my favorite enemies of Spider-Man. Like, I enjoyed watching Sandman on the screen, trying to do Spider-Man dirty. This was something that I really got engaged with, man. I thought the character was well thought out. I thought he had an excellent backstory, wanted to take care of his daughter who was sick, but the wifey was tired of him with the shenanigans, just wanted him to be there for the kid. So he goes off and gets himself into some trouble, and he falls down this device, and his body becomes mutated. Yeah, and he becomes the Sandman. I loved it. It was awesome. But anyway, this book is up right now 223%, ladies and gentlemen, with the average price for the raw copy being $1,124. Now get this, average price for the graded copy is $932, and that has to be for an extremely low grade. But like I say, low grade is better than no grade. Now, the last recorded sale for this book was $11,500, and that was for a CGC 8.5. We've had a total of 1,065 sales of this particular book to change hands on the secondary market, with the all-time high being $50,400 for CGC 9.4 that took place back in 2022. I became a little curious, so I went a little further and grabbed more information for you. I went on to go collect, and I noticed that the reports are showing 3,019 copies universal grades on the census, all right? 9.8s are unheard of, but extremely difficult to get your hands on, all right? Extremely difficult to get your hands on. Fair market value has the 9.8s. There are none. There are none. I don't see any on the census. So I went further down. I checked the 9.6s. 9.6 last sold for $174,000, and that was in 2021. The 9.4s are going for $50,000. The 9.2s are at $34,000, and the 9.0s are listed at $18,500, while the 8.5 is listed for $11,000, and the 8.0s is listed for $5,250. And of course, the lower hanging fruit is going for less. So be careful. I don't want you to overpay for this book. Don't overspend, but it's definitely a must-have if you're trying to complete that Spider-Man run. If you're in the market for Amazing Spider-Man, issue number 4, the first appearance of the Sandman, now may be a good opportunity for you to pull the trigger. Keep your eye on it because it's moving. On the list at number 7, here's a book that if you know, then you know. Strange Stories of the Supernatural. This is some Golden Age goodness. This is Venus, issue number 19. Voila. Yes, look at this book. This is the final issue. This is the iconic skull cover with the cover and the interior being done by Bill Everett. Awesome. Simply magnificent. Average price for the raw copy is $1,500, while the average price for the graded copy is $10,200. This book is up 16%, ladies and gentlemen. This is that classic Kiss of Death story arc, and we've had 24 total sales for this masterpiece thus far. All right. The all-time high sale for this book took place back in 2021, where CGC 8.5 sold for $52,500. Yes, that's a lot of cake, baby. That's a lot of cake. But look, 9.8s are super rare in this book. All right. Go Collect reports having 69 universal grades on the census, and this is going to be hard for you to find a high grade in this book. All right. Fair market value has the fair to poor copy going for $1,500. So the 8.5 is listed at $76,000. The 8.0s are listed at $46,000. The 7.5 are at $31,000, and the 7.0s are going for $23,000. Low hanging fruit, of course, is going for less. Low grade is better than no grade. Just make sure you're able to handle, the book carefully. Yes, don't add any more damage to it. Be very gentle with this Golden Age work of art. All right? Venus, issue number 19, ladies and gentlemen. It's moving on the secondary market, and it's definitely something for you to think about. All right? Let's think about number 6 on the list. This is a beautiful book, and I'm glad we get to talk about it. It's coming from DC. Now, here's a gem worth adding to anyone's PC, right? This gem is worthy of anybody's PC. Let's talk about this modern final issue, Spectre, issue number 62. Yes. All right. This is the final issue, like I said. Average price for the raw copy, $16. Average price for the graded copy is going to run you roughly about $200 for a nice, clean, crispy, barely flawed copy of this book. All right, this book is up right now, 27%, and seems to be increasing, right? So just keep your eye on it. We've had a total of 151 sales for this particular book that has changed hands on the secondary market. The all-time high took place back in 2022, where CGC 9.6 sold for $200. Go Collect has 28 universal grades on the census, right? Fair market value has it resting at $16 for the raw copy in very fine condition. But Go Collect has 28 universal grades with 16 9/8 on file. So that's how rare this book is in high grade. And this is a modern book, so I'm surprised that there hasn't been more of these to surface and they're being sent in and we're getting some 9/8 back. So that's not the case with this book. So that's what makes this book so special, all right? This is the Spectre, issue number 62. Fair market value has the 9/8 listed at $120. And the 9/6s are listed for $50. You can get your hands on a CGC 9.4 for about as low as $20 if your negotiation skills are up to par, all right? But of course, low-hanging fruit is going for less, so pick your poison carefully, enjoy your hobby, enjoy your comic books. From DC, the Spectre, issue number 62. It's waiting on you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've made it to the halfway mark. Yes, and it seems fairly quick. We've been moving right along. Be sure to stick around to the end because we're going to announce the winner of last week's giveaway, but we're also going to do another giveaway because I love you guys. Yes, it's good vibes only. I'm your boy C3, and I appreciate each and every one of you. I do it for the love. I do it for the culture, baby. And it's always good vibes. So always check the nonsense at the door. We're not here for anything less than the love of the hobby. I come to share with you. If you want to share with me, leave a comment down below in the comment section and we can chop it up. I'm always willing, all right? So we're going to keep this thing moving. We've made it to the number 5 hottest comic book in the galaxy. This is a fan fave for days, all right? Let's talk about DC's Harley Quinn, issue number 38. Oh, yes. I've always been a big Harley Quinn fan. And I remember a time where I was tasked with, do I keep buying these hot variances that they're putting out about Harley, or do I go ahead and grab her first appearance? Duh, of course, it was a no-brainer. I grabbed the first appearance. But this Harley Quinn, issue number 38, is a modern classic, beautiful, beautiful comic book, beautiful artwork, excellent story. And I just got done watching the installment of Harley Quinn's animated series on one of the streaming services. Man, it was tough to get through. A lot of cursing and swearing in that thing, but I guess it's exactly how an animated Harley Quinn should be. So it was tough for me to get through, but I thoroughly enjoyed it. Also, if you haven't watched Creature Commanders, oh, definitely check that out too, because it's hot to death. You got Viola Davis doing Amanda Waller. It's a beautiful thing. Great story. I binge watch both series, so check them out if you haven't seen it. But let's talk about Harley Quinn, issue number 38. Average price for the raw copy, $16. Average price for the graded copy is $193. Now, this book is up right now. 3% increase in copies sold may not appear to be a lot, but it shows that people are showing interest in this book, and it's for a particular reason. It's for a specific reason. It is for a good reason. Harley Quinn is a great character. Like, she's just awesome. I love everything about Harley. I love her defiance. I love her independence. Like, I just love the character, and she's very well thought of. Fair market value has this book resting at $16 for the raw copy in near mint condition. But we had an all-time high that took place back in 2024 where a 9.8 sold for $193. I did a little bit more digging. I found out that there are 71 universal grades on the census, and 31 of those are 9.8s. Fair market value has the 9.8 listed at $210. The 9.6s are listed at $28. The 9.4s are going for $20, 9.2s are at $16, and a 9.0 last sold for $70 back in 2021. So you can see the ascent and then the descent, and you can see where the book is landed at right now. So again, don't overpay for these books. Pick your poison carefully, but enjoy the hobby. Enjoy your collection. All right? Harley Quinn, issue number 38. Definitely doing numbers on the secondary market. Keep your eye on it. At the list at number 4. Now, this is one of my all-time favorite characters making the list. Let's talk about Fantastic Four, issue number 53, the regular edition. This is the first appearance of Claw and the second appearance of Black Panther. The origin story also. Yes, when he finally gets the suit, when they tell him where his dad hid the suit at. I love this book, right? This book is up 104% right now. Average price for the raw copy, $52. Average price for the graded copy will run you $146. The all-time high for this book is $13,145. We've had a total of 1,378 sales for this gem so far. Awesome. Awesome. I love to see progress, and particularly in for this particular book, for this particular character, right? After looking at Go Collect, it has shown that we have 1,955 universal grades on the census, and just 3 of those are 9.8s. Yep. And the 9.8 last sold for $12,070. Fair market value has the 9.6s listed at $3,200. It has the 9.4s going for $1,600, and the 9.2s are at $1,050. And you can get your hands on the 9.0s for $450. And to me, those are beautiful numbers because they're all affordable from where I sit. The last recorded sale for this book for a raw copy in near mint condition was $250. All right, so one of my favorite books. You may love it just as much as I love it. Well, it's on the move, and now may be a perfect opportunity for you to pull the trigger if you don't have if you don't have this book in your collection, or if you're just looking for a second reader's copy that you just want to thumb through and get reacquainted with the book. All right, so the Fantastic Four, issue number 53, first appearance of the Claw, second appearance of the Black Panther, and his origin story. Yes, when he becomes that guy, keep your eye on it. It's moving on the secondary market. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. We made it to the number 3 hottest books in the galaxy. Let's talk about The Incredible Hulk, issue number 176, ladies and gentlemen. This is the first appearance of Glenn Talbot. Yes, and I'm almost certain that this has a lot to do with that new Captain America, Brave New World. Yes, yes. Leave a comment down below. What do you guys feel about the trailer? How do you guys feel about the movie? Let's chop it up. Let's talk about it. This book is up right now. 123% increase in copies, right? Average price for the raw copy, just $10. So you're not going to have to pay a lot for this book. Average price for the graded copy is $143. All right? Now, 390 total recorded sales for this book has changed hands on the secondary market. And the all-time high took place back in 2022, where the 9.8 sold for $312. Yeah, but fair market value has the raw copy in fine condition listed at $10. So you're not going to have to go crazy for this book at all. Like I said, beautiful book. What can I say? The Incredible Hulk. You know, to me, he's the strongest individual in the Marvel galaxy. Yeah, I know. I know they said Captain Marvel is, you know, I know. But to me, the Incredible Hulk, listen, the angrier he gets, the stronger he gets. Come on, man. He's ripped the world apart. Hello? I haven't even seen Superman do that. Yeah, I know, DC versus Marvel, but either way, when you talk about the strongest Marvel character, yeah, the Incredible Hulk to me has done the most. He's my guy. All right? But anyway, The Incredible Hulk, issue number 176. Keep your eye on it because it's moving on the secondary market. All right? And speaking of moving, make sure you move your right hand to that like and subscribe button, and then move it over to the notification bell. Tap on all of them. Just press buttons. Like, subscribe, share, ring the bell. I appreciate you guys. It helps us grow the channel. It'll get us out to a wider audience, and everybody can get all this comic book goodness. Oh yes, we want to share. It ain't no fun if the comic book community can't have none. So let's make sure that we share in the love, all right?
On the list at number 2.
Now, I'm excited about this book, and I'm about seeing these characters in the movie, all right? Let's talk about Action Comics, issue number 683. This is 683. The direct edition has the Doomsday cover cameo inside. Yeah, Doomsday cover cameo inside. I don't know. I'm excited about seeing this new Superman installment because I want to know, was that Doomsday that put Superman on his abs? He had the whistle. He had the whistle for his dog. Yeah, come get me. I'm hurt. So I'm excited about the movie. I want to check it out. But this comic book is up right now. This book has 100% increase in copies that have sold so far, right? Average price for the raw copy, $4, which that's a beautiful thing. You don't have to go crazy for this book. Average price for the graded copy is $152. 360 total sales for this book has taken place so far, with the all-time high being $430 for the CGC 9.8, and that took place back in 2021. Fair market value has this book listed at $4 for the raw copy in fine condition, and to me, that's a beautiful thing. There's a lot of speculation centered around this book. I too am speculating, so anything's possible, but I always hope for the best. I'm excited about seeing what this movie is going to do, not just for the comic book community, but also for the movie industry, according to what DC has been putting out. I hope they've really found that formula that gets us excited about the comic book world and about going back to the movies to see DC movies again. All right, so Action Comics, issue number 683, the direct edition. It's moving on the secondary market, ladies and gentlemen. So don't miss out. All right, now we have made it to the number 1 hottest comic book in the galaxy. Make sure you like, subscribe, share. It's good vibes only. Oh, nothing changed but the game. C3 remains the same. We here, baby. All right? So let's make it do what it do. We got to talk about this book because this book is super hot. And I want to let you guys know that Venom, issue number 2, is something you need to get your hands on. This is the lead into the Null introduction. A few years back, this this Donny Cates run had the comic book community on fire. Comic book community was on fire. We love this run. And I think that this is going to be one for the ages. It's still in its beginning phases, but over time, yes, I think this is going to be a heavily sought after run. All the way up, this book is 169% increase and still rising. Average price for the raw copy, $12. Yes, average price for the graded copy is $59. 584 total sales for this book so far, with the all-time high being $100 for the CGC 9.8, and that took place back in 2022. Go Collect reports having 202 universal grades on the census, all right? Now, if you have number 3, you definitely may want to get issue number 2, right? Because like I said, this is the lead-in story. Now, 174 9.8s on the census, right? Now, grab number 2, but don't overpay for it. Because I'm pretty sure that this book is going to go up, but you may have to wait for it to cycle back around and come down a little bit. So don't overpay for this book. Fair market value has the 9.8 listed at $44. You have the 9.6s listed at $34, and the 9.4s are going for $24. And you know that lower hanging fruit is going to be going for less. Look around, shop around, check out your local comic book shops, look behind the counters, maybe go do a little digging. You may be able to find yourself a good copy for not a lot of money, right? But before you spend too much money on this book, definitely do your due diligence and hunt. I love the hunt. I don't know about you. Leave a comment down below. I love to hunt. I travel the globe looking for my keys that I want to add to my collection. All right, so this is a Venom issue, definitely worth you having, but be careful, all right, because you don't want to get stung with FOMO. All right, so there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That's your list. I'm your boy C3, and I'm going to do exactly what I promised. Last week's giveaway was for Ultimate Wolverine, issue number 1. And guess who won this book? Pop Culture Discoveries. Yes, Pop Culture Discoveries. Hit your boy up at C.3. We'll exchange information, and you can collect your book. All right? I'll ship it right out to you. No cost, no nothing, no frills, no giggles, no games, no nothing. I just want to make sure you get the book that you won. And I appreciate you for watching. I appreciate you all for subscribing to the channel. But we're going to do another giveaway. So, because so many people was interested in this book. And I have a few copies. I ordered 5 copies, and I picked up a couple of copies, as you know, last week. So guess what? We're going to get this one out to Pop Culture Discoveries. And you know what the deal is? Like, subscribe, leave a positive comment in the comment section. Let me know that you're interested in the book. And we're going to do another giveaway for another Ultimate Wolverines issue number 4. If you want that book, let's hit 25 subscribers. We hit 25 more subscribers, then that book will be given away to one of you. Yes, one of you, the valuable members of the comic book community. Why? Because I figure it ain't no fun if the comic book community don't have one. Share the love, baby. Like I said, like, subscribe, leave an encouraging comment in the comment section. Let me know you're interested in the book. We have to hit that 25 subscribers, another 25 subscribers. I know we can do it. I know you love your boy. I know you love your boy. It's all good. Let's do it. I don't mind giving the books away. I like sharing the love. I do it for the love. I do it for the culture, baby. It's good vibes only. I'm your boy C3. I'll catch you next video. I'm out of here like last year, but I'll be back like that. You know what it is. Deuces.